Happy Wednesday. Well, we have another round of snow pushing into the high country this evening and eventually making its way into the Front Range and Eastern Plains for our Thursday. After that, the big story is going to be this Arctic air taking over the Front Range and Eastern Plains this weekend. It's going to be dangerously cold out there. Highs peaking in the single digits to low teens, overnight lows below zero. So certainly a weekend where you want to stay inside or stay bundled up because it's going to be dangerously cold. Usually with temperatures like that, someone could catch frostbite on exposed skin in as little as 30 minutes or less if it gets too much colder. So let's go ahead and take a look at our current conditions. At DIA right now, we're sunny. We've been seeing lots of sunshine across the Front Range and Eastern Plains today. We had some early morning snow showers in the high country, a little midday break, and then more will be coming tonight. But the bigger story today is going to be the gusty winds. If you've been outside at all today, I don't have to tell you that. It's been very windy. So right now we have winds coming in from the west at 16 miles per hour. So that makes 38 degrees feel more like 29 degrees. It's going to feel pretty chilly out there despite what the thermometer may be saying. So let's take a look at our wind gusts. We have wind gusts at around 25 miles per hour right now at DIA, 26 in Aurora. Broomfield reporting 48 mile per hour wind gusts, 45 in Boulder. Loveland Pass pretty steep as well. So the Front Range and Eastern Plains just going to be very gusty as we go through the rest of the afternoon. Winds gusting above 30 miles per hour, up to 50 miles per hour in some areas, even 60 miles per hour in portions of the high country. So of course that's going to make the temperature feel a lot colder. While we're expecting upper 30s to low 40s across the Front Range and Eastern Plains, even teens and 20s in the high country for our highs today. And you can see our current temperatures are near that. What it actually feels like is going to be at least around 10 degrees colder. So this is the human effect, or what I really want you to pay attention to, the wind chill, because this is what it actually feels like out there. So it's going to feel like the 20s through the majority of the day, single digits and teens in the high country. In addition to the gusty winds making it feel colder and the sunshine that we're seeing out there now, we will keep an eye out for some change pushing in from the northwest. That's what's going to bring some scattered snow showers across the high country tonight and eventually push snow showers across the Front Range and Eastern Plains tomorrow. I'll walk you through that in our future cast. As we go through the rest of this afternoon, we're not going to see too much across the Front Range and Eastern Plains. Those snow showers will start off to the west, but I think that's where they'll really peak through the rest of the evening. So you can see the Front Range and Eastern Plains not only dry, but very clear even as we go through the rest of the evening. Just some minor in and out cloud cover. All of that snow stays to the west. Tomorrow morning's commute, you do want to watch for some snow to finally push its way into northern portions of the Front Range. Take a look. By around 8 a.m. we're seeing some periods of heavier snow right over downtown Denver. As we go through the rest of the morning, that snow scatters across northern portions of the Front Range to northern portions of the Eastern Plains and then pushes southward as we make our way through the evening hours. Late Thursday night, that snow will eventually move out, making way for a little bit of a break early Friday. We do have new winter weather advisories that were just released from the National Weather Service. These go into effect at 5 o'clock this evening through 5 o'clock tomorrow. And again, they're mostly for the high country, even portions of the western slope, because we're not going to see much snow accumulations in Denver and the rest of the Front Range and Eastern Plains. Just a quick dusting there. But as far as these snow totals go, mountains of Summit County, Rocky Mountain National Park, Rabbit Ears Pass, Eisenhower Tunnel, Winter Park, Breckenridge, all these areas are looking at 3 to 8 inches of snow. And then as you make your way into Elkhead and Park Mountains, 4 to 10 inches, 5 to 10 inches closer to Crested Butte. We could see more like 4 to 10 inches expected in Aspen, Snowmass, Vail, all in all, maybe up to a foot. We're going to look for 4 to 8 inches across the Dallas Divide, making its way through Montrose and Telluride. The southwestern corner of the San Juans looking at 5 to 12 inches, and then the Sawatch Mountains looking at just 2 to 8 inches there. Now, the big thing to really pay attention to along with these snow totals is going to be the gusty winds. Again, we're going to see very windy few days here. So with these winds gusting between 50 to 60 miles per hour, that creates that blowing snow, blizzard and whiteout conditions, reduced visibility, and hazardous travel. As for snow totals, this is another look for you here. The high country looking at anywhere from 4 inches to a foot. The Front Range and Eastern Plains just looking for a quick dusting. We take our attention to today's highs, as we spoke about at the beginning of this weathercast here. We're going to see these highs in the upper 30s to lower 40s, but again, with these gusty winds, it's going to feel a lot cooler. It's going to feel at least 10 degrees cooler. Same goes for the high country and western slope. Overnight, we're in the teens and single digits in the Front Range and Eastern Plains, single digits and sub-zero values in the high country. The good news here is the winds will die down just a little bit overnight, so we'll see those winds more like 10 to 20 miles per hour, so the wind chill effect won't be too terrible, but still it'll feel a little colder at least than what the thermometer is reading. We do already have wind chill advisories in place for central portions of the Eastern Plains. That's going to be Yuma, Cheyenne, Kit Carson counties. Wind chill values as low as 20 degrees below zero. This is a few days in advance. This is going to be Thursday night into Friday morning. So as we take a look at our 7-day forecast, the next few days, we're going to see some up and downs before things just totally drop for the weekend. Thursday, we're in the middle 20s. We're going to watch for the scattered snow showers. Very windy out there. Friday, we start the day with a little bit of sunshine. Temperatures are able to make it into the middle 30s before we get some evening snow. Winds stay pretty gusty for our Friday. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, this is the big headline. We're watching for Arctic air to push its way into the Front Range and Eastern Plains. That's just going to settle. Cold air is very dense and heavy, so it's going to settle over the lower elevations, and we could likely see colder temperatures in Denver than what we're going to see in the mountains this weekend. Those highs will be in the single digits and teens. The highs are colder than our overnight seasonal lows for this time of year. And then take your eyes to the lows here, where we're going to be sub-zero for the next few nights over the weekend. The good news is that cold air mass eventually moves eastward through the middle of the week, so temperatures will start to rebound. The sunshine returns. By next Tuesday and Wednesday, we're in the lower to upper 30s. Temperatures start to get to a more seasonal range. So just to kind of summarize what I guess the big picture of the weather today, we have lots of sunshine across the Front Range and Eastern Plains, but it's going to feel colder because we have super gusty winds out there. As we go through the rest of this evening and into the overnight hours, we're going to see snow build back up in the mountains. By tomorrow morning, that snow is pushing its way into northern portions of the Front Range and Eastern Plains. By tomorrow afternoon and evening, it's just kind of filling in across the entire state, just kind of scattered. So we're going to watch for that by Thursday night. Late Thursday night, all of it moves out, so we wake up Friday to a little bit of sunshine. So we're going to continue to just monitor all of those, I guess, up and down conditions leading into the weekend. The weekend, if you don't have to be outside, try not to be outside because it is going to be miserable. There's no pretty way to paint it. But temperatures in the single digits for our highs, below zero for our lows, all the while scattered snow showers here and there. It's not going to be great. The good news is that Arctic air only sits here for a few days and moves on out. So by the time most of us are getting back to work and school, because it is a holiday weekend, Monday is MLK Day. So hopefully by Tuesday, when everyone is getting back out, that's where we're going to see the sunshine return and those temperatures start to rebound. So we will have an updated forecast for you today at 4, 5, 6, and then again at 9 and 10. And if you're not able to catch us on air, you can always catch our forecast on 9news.com and on the 9 News mobile app. Have a good day.